So I'm going to try this again. This time, I'm not going to forget to get the page, and we'll see what they have to say. I've kind of been hearing conflicting things. People have been saying that this is the point at which I should be choosing which brother I want to help, because the next page is the one that releases them. So what I'm going to do is go for the blue page. I think Achenar is the one I need to help. I really, really hope that I make the right decision, but what I want to do is save right before I give the page so that I can see both endings, and then what I think I'll do is just stick with Achenar's ending, you know, depending on whatever I find, because I don't really want to rule the other one out. I want to know what happens in the story, because it's actually really interesting. I want to know why they're both trapped in the books, because if one betrayed the other, it would seem to me that only one should be trapped, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I guess that's kind of the fun of it. I don't really know what to make of all of it, to be honest. So we will put this page through the tunnel. I got to go all the way back through, and then I'm gonna just save right before I put this in, come back and do it again. And obviously I'm going to edit these boring parts out of me going through this tunnel again, but yeah, let's do it. Alrighty, so I got the blue page in my hand, and I'm at the end of this tunnel. So what I'm going to do is get back to Myst, and then I'm going to save, and I guess I'm going to reload the previous save after I view Achenar's opinions on what I've done. And so we will see what Achenar has to say. I'm actually really damn. I was told I haven't watched all of the footage most of the time I put the pages in the book. Oh, shit, I need to save. You guys are going to watch me save. So the one that I want, I think, is the one at 9:04. I don't think it really matters, though, because it'll just reset me to the beginning of the tunnel. So I'm just going to save over that one, just to be sure. Alright, let's do this.
Hello, I'm Achenar. I'm glad to see that you've returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment. It was Cirrus who did this to me. Cirrus, my wicked brother. Do not listen to him. I warn you. He's a liar. Do not be persuaded by his evil lies. Do not release him. He killed my father. He will kill you. Began when my brother Cirrus began to lust for riches. He stole from the Achenar. He hoarded riches for himself. My father slept away his watchfulness. My sick brother secretly pronounced himself king. King of the Achenar, he said. He began to look upon me in disgust. His lowly brother hated him. And then Cirrus began to destroy the Achenar. He burned their forest. He tore down their structures. He flooded their lands. He murdered their inhabitants. Completely destroyed all but 4 of the Ages. Of course, I had one father. When I finally found him, there was Cirrus also, talking cleverly. The lying tongue of a serpent. He had convinced father that it was I who destroyed the Ages. He convinced father that it was I who was greedy for wealth and plunder. And as Cirrus dealt the final blow, he tricked father into believing that I was the murderer. But Cirrus did not deal as fast a blow as he planned. And his father died a slow death. He at last doubted my brother's clever lies, and so in dying, father imprisoned us both. I'm sure from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you what I say is true. Release me. You must release me. My brother is a deceitful liar. He deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father. His murder. Believe me. You must only recover 1 additional page to release me from this prison. It's the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf. It's in this library. On the far right side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other burnt books. This book is filled with patterns. Find pattern 158. Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring you to the last blue page. Remember, don't take the red page. Only the blue page. Return quickly to me. And do not touch the green book. It's a clever trap to imprison those have not been warned. Do not be tempted, or you will rot and die, imprisoned as I am. I tell you, if you follow my instructions, it will be well worth your while. I promise you that. Go. Go.
That, holy shit, that just revealed so much. It's so badass. Okay, so I wrote down while he was talking the 158 in the fireplace, and that one's for Achenar, because I assume Cirrus is then going to give me another one to release him. So what I'm going to do now is go back. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save this on top of this one again, and now I'm going to go back, get Cirrus's page, and then I think I'm going to release Achenar. I think he's suffered long and hard, and Cirrus is just plain evil. I wrote down all the directions so that I can get through the tunnel easily and quickly rather than having to listen to the sounds. I can just input the directions. So, yeah, this shouldn't be a big deal at all. I'm actually really, really excited to see. One thing I'm unsure of, though, is he mentioned that there is an additional set of pages. I assume he doesn't refer to, or he isn't referring to the white page that was in the little, like, whatever you call it. I forget, the little switch box thing. And damn, this game is good. No, I understand why all you guys love this. I forget where the red page is. Damn it. I think it's over here. Alright, so this should be the last time I need to go through this tunnel unless this game is just really, really messed up and they really want to make you suffer. So now we get to see what Cirrus has to say, and I'm genuinely excited. I feel like I trust Achenar more, but maybe Achenar is right and Cirrus has a way with words. What did he say, like the tongue of a serpent or something? So maybe he'll be convincing and you know, get me back to believing in him. I don't know. This is really, really tense. Okay, so as usual, I'm going to save this, except I'm going to put it in this fresh save slot, so that way if I need to go back there, I have a cheap way to get back to that age quickly.
You finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Cirrus. I trust that from your explorations you've become convinced that my wicked brother Achenar is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. It was father who was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds of them, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here, in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Achenar has burnt and mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific, this thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Achenar's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final challenge. has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, trapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves. This library, which is mostly burned, but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158 and recreate it on the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released, and able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will meet face to face.
Well, damn. See, the thing is, I don't know that I quite believe Cirrus because he didn't make eye contact with me, which, me personally, I know this is a video game, so this theory may not be of any weight, but I think that whenever people don't look at you in the eye, that it does say a lot about them. Maybe that they're awkward and that's just why, but it could also be that they're being untruthful. Or is that the word, untruthful? They're being, yeah, untruthful. So I still think I need to go for Achenar. But the thing is, there's this white page over here that you guys told me not to use when I first discovered it before I put the two pages together. So where is the other one? He said there's another set of red and blue pages as well as a green book. But I haven't come across any sort of green book, and I really can't think of anything else that I can get to. Done the gear, done the boat, done the rocket ship. I don't know. Hopefully you guys have some sort of insight into this. So far, this game is fantastic. Now I understand why so many people love this game. And I'm glad I discovered it, but I kind of wish I had discovered it earlier. This has been definitely fun, for sure. I'm glad I've been able to experience this. But we're not done yet. So if you guys have any tips, definitely let me know, and we will see you soon.